welcome to Planet Awesome. In today's video, I just wanted to make this video dedicated to someone that was born exactly 95. Well, today he would have been 96, but unfortunately he was taken from us this year. The God of Marvel is what people called him, since without him, there is no Marvel, but there still is Marvel because us, the fans, we love him so much that his legacy is continuing with all the Marvel movies coming out, all the Marvel games, all the Marvel everything. Stan the Man Lee inspired me when I was just a little kid, because I remember growing up in the early 2000s watching reruns of the 90s superhero Marvel shows, X-Men the animated series, and of course Spider-Man the animated series. And I remember watching the episode where I don't remember exactly the premise of what was going on or what happened, but Peter Parker, Spider-Man, met Stan Lee. And I remember watching that episode as a little kid, and even now when I saw a video about that clip where he meets him on Instagram, it blew me away. Like, I remember, I remember when I'm trying to gather my train of thought here. Sorry, it's just that it's really hard for me to try and do this video, given the fact that I'm refusing to accept that he's gone. But yeah, I remember watching that video again. It reminded me of watching that episode back on ABC Kids, but ABC Family, which is now known as Freeform. And it was just amazing to see how popular he made Spider-Man and how popular all the other Marvel characters he had created, along with some help from everyone else that he worked with over the years. It was amazing. And not only that, but to be honest, I didn't know who he was at the time. All I knew was that in every Marvel movie, every Marvel cartoon, during the end credits, and probably even the opening titles, when it would show us the executive producer, co-writer, and who created these Marvel characters. And I remember even watching all the Marvel movies, he would always make a cameo appearance, and as a little kid, I didn't know what to make of that. Like, I didn't know who he was. Like, I'm thinking to myself, who is this man? Who is this man always coming in these Marvel movies, making a cameo appearance? And eventually, it took me a while, but I finally figured out who he was, and I learned a lot about him. I don't remember how, because I was just a little kid, remember? But yeah, I'm trying to remember everything that made him great and what made him inspire me in the first place. And I'm really, really sad that I'll never get to meet him at all. I've always wanted to meet him, like, at a certain convention center, like Comic-Con, for example, San Diego Comic-Con. And I've never been to any convention centers before in my life, to be honest, I'm not going to lie. But I've always wanted to meet the guy, but may he rest in peace. God rest his soul. I'll never get the chance to, but I know enough to know he was a great inspiration to all of us. And not only that, but I wish I could show you right now, but I don't have my phone on me, it's charging. And also, how disrespectful can you be to some guy who doesn't matter to you but matters to others? If you have Instagram and go on your stories, you'll see that someone made a mistake. He or she had only one job to do, and they spelled his name wrong. Well, to be honest, Spike Lee, really? It's Stan Lee. I saw that on Instagram that someone was reposting on Marvel and DC accounts, mainly Marvel accounts, that you had one job to do. I think it was on Twitter, I don't know. They screenshotted it where on a newspaper headline it read, Spike Lee, creator of Marvel, passes away at the age of 95. And I'm thinking to myself, how disrespectful. And I'm looking through the comments section of that post, and every post of that mistake that they made, and everyone is just really mad, really furious, and I get that, but there's no need to swear a lot uncontrollably. But anyways, back to what I was saying about how Stan Lee inspired me in my life. Stan Lee made me happy to love superheroes, especially Spider-Man, since I grew up watching all the Spider-Man movies starring Tobey Maguire and all the Spider-Man cartoons, like the animated series, the Spider-Man Unlimited, 2003 series. Well, actually, I saw that a little bit later during Ultimate Spider-Man season 2, I believe, on Disney Channel. It was during the year when I was in school, in my 8th grade year, 2013 to 2014. The course of that year, I had Netflix. I was watching that series, and I noticed that it did exist somewhat in the same continuity because it followed up to the 2002 film. And yeah, again, man, it just amazes me how popular and how much Stan Lee has touched all of our lives, God rest his soul. And I'm really, to be honest, I got into Marvel because of him a whole lot more. And again, it just really hurts. And at least we all know he's in a better place. And who knows, he's probably swinging with Spidey just like he was in the animated series. Yeah, it's sad, but that's life, and I just want to say, at least now he's at peace and he can be happy, knowing that all of us that he's touched are still remembering and continuing his legacy by watching and just, yeah. Happy birthday, Stan Lee. May you rest in peace. Thank you so much for all that you've done, and may our paths cross again one day. And like he said, always, Excelsior. Thank you and have a good day.